Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines is brought to you compliments GUT Credit Union.
I'm reaching my dreams with GUT. They're the ones for me. I'm reaching my dreams with GUT. They're the ones for me. Since 1983, they've been serving the country, and we like all their financing, giving the people what they want, what they need, what they love. Come and join the family that's here for you all the way, from birth to graduation, your first job to your home and your car through your golden years.
The GT Credit Union has been actively supporting nation building through its many sponsorships and programs including financial literacy quiz, Pass the Torch Calypso program, junior cooperatives in secondary schools, CPEA, and the TAMCC grants. The credit union has helped many people make their dreams come true. Let them help you with yours. You don't have to be a teacher to be a member. So what are you waiting for?
GUT Credit Union, it's where you belong.
This is the GBN television news for Friday, June 18th, 2021. I'm Trellona Charles. In the headlines tonight, 43-year-old farmer of Hopevale, St. George discovered hanging. Lawyer for Ambassador Warren Newfield confident of strong case against the government of Grenada as the relationship between the investor and the government sours. Guelph bus driver says his livelihood is at risk after his vehicle was vandalized. For GBN's entertainment tonight, we feature an American artist with Grenadian roots delivering an early Father's Day gift. In our One Caribbean hookup, St. Kitts and Nevis records first COVID-19 related death, and freak storm destroys houses in Barbados. Coming up in sports, coach Paul Phillip credits passion for the success he has achieved with his athletes. Details right after this message.
Get high making money moves with the NLA's new Aces High Scratch game with 4 chances to win. Beat the dealer's card to win the prize shown. Reveal an A symbol. And just like that, you are automatically a winner. Scratch away to win the top prize of $10,000. Win easy with Scratch. Must be 18 or older to play.
Good evening. This is GBN's News at 7. Police are confirming a suspected hanging incident that was reported on Thursday at approximated 7:30 p.m. This incident occurred at Cafe Woodland St. George. The deceased, David Ronald Narcisse, 43-year-old farmer of Hopevale St. George, was discovered hanging in a shed located on the farmlands he oversees. The deceased was last seen alive around midday on Thursday. Details in this report.
About after 7, the young lady come and call me and what the news is them. So I thought it was his son want to come and harass her. So when I come there, she tell me the man hang himself there. She hang himself, as you saying. So I go and put on my coat and I come there and I open the door and I see the man hanging there half naked. And all his body is mud, all his hair like he roll up in there. I mean, I was struck, man. Amazing. And me and the man don't go down so good. I don't know if he had some sickness or what.
People in the neighborhood say they are in shock over the discovery of David Narcisse's lifeless body. According to an eyewitness, the body was found hanging sometime around 7:30 last evening in a shed on David's farm in Cafe Woodland St. George. Giving a recollection of what prompted a search for the deceased was a female in the vicinity who opted to speak off camera. She says after his mother called asking about his whereabouts, she proceeded to the shed to look for him.
There, but I didn't get no response, and I missed her coming down with a white van. And he said, "Good night, miss." I said, "Good night." He said, "You see David?" I said, "Well, I am looking for David now because the mother called me and told me that she haven't seen him this hour and it's a bit strange." So he come and he pack up in front of the thing there and the hut, and he pulled the door just how I did, and then and he peeped through the door and he turned to me and he said, "Miss, David hang himself, you know." All I know is, well, I don't know if Grong take me, Hasado Ball.
She said police was called in after the discovery was made. She described the deceased as a very nice individual who, despite not living in the area, often shares his harvest with the neighbors. Another young lady in the area who does business with him says she had some interaction with him up to Thursday.
I know him a little while now. We've been doing a business together, with his land, his produce. He had high hopes about developing, planting, and so on. So it's a real shock.
The area has been cordoned off while the police investigation continues. Chrislina John, GBN News.
In just under a year, the relationship between the government of Grenada and Warren Newfield, the developer for the Kimtown Kiwana Bay Resort, has taken a dramatic turn from sweet to sour. In a release on Thursday, True Blue Development, along with 2 affiliated entities and its U.S. shareholders, announced that they have brought an arbitration before the Internal Center for the Settlement of Investment Disputes against the government of Grenada.
It has become a full-blown attack on the government of Grenada following the resignation of Warren Newfield as Grenada's ambassador at large and consul general to Florida in May. True Blue Developments, whose principal is Warren Newfield, says they have filed claims that the nearly finished luxury condo resort has been targeted by government to squeeze the project into failure. Attorney for True Blue Development, Mark Simrod, claims that the Grenadian government, within a short span of 4 months, began restricting the US $99 million budget for the Kimtown Kiwana Bay Resort.
The government cut off funding over 3 steps starting in December of 2020, and it did it based upon changing the conditions for the project that had been in place since 2017. And what we have requested from ICSID, which is the World Bank Arbitration Forum, is damages. We haven't stated an amount, but basically we're talking about tens of millions of dollars.
True Blue and the other claimants also accused the government of a number of treaty breaches.
And then in December of 2020, the government sent a letter saying they were withdrawing the budget because of what they called discrepancies. So for 5 months, we tried to find out what the discrepancies were. They wouldn't say anything about that. Meanwhile, they continued to restrict funding by saying that the funds that we're getting from the CBI program could only be used for construction when the budget had all sorts of development costs in it. And then they stopped processing the applications of CBI applicants, which then cut off the funding. So basically killed the project.
The attorney at law, who has almost 50 years of experience in the field, believes they have a strong case against the government of Grenada.
It is really hard to understand what the government did, and their explanations don't make any sense, and are easily disproven from the records of the finance ministry itself. So something else is going on here. We don't know what it is. We will dig into it. We will find out. At least that's our history. And so we're feeling confident at the moment.
GBN on Friday reached out to Press Secretary Philomena Robertson, who says the government of Grenada has not received any documentation from the International Center for the Settlement of Investment Disputes pertaining to this. She adds the government has received a copy of a request for arbitration. However, there is no ICSID case number assigned to that. And again, government has received nothing directly from ICSID on any matter relating to Kimtown Kiwana Bay Resort. The press secretary notes that the acting CEO of Grenada's Citizenship by Investment Program is quite surprised by the action, since both parties have been engaged in cordial and constructive discussions. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
One Guelph bus driver is seeking the public's assistance to catch the person or persons responsible for vandalizing his bus. Christelina John spoke to Clifford George, who is devastated over what he discovered Friday morning.
Clifford George of Gov St. John's woke up to what he terms a nightmare Friday morning.
This morning I get up to go to work. I leave my home around 20 past 3. And when I reach by the house, I saw the mirror break off. When I look good, I saw a window break in the bus. And then 2 tires on the right side, the back and the front, flat. Then it's like somebody used some metal and just scrape the whole side of the bus on the right hand side.
George says he was stripped from his daily bread. As a driver, his job involves transporting street cleaners to St. George and back.
Well, it affected me bad because definitely that I have to go and buy a window, I have to go and buy a mirror, I have to go and buy 2 tires, and then the bus have to spray over. So it affects me real bad. Don't have anybody in mind because me and everybody around the area is friends, and I don't be enemy with anybody, so I don't have anybody that in mind that do it.
George says he went to the police, who came to the scene, promising to return later. However, up to the time of filing this report, that did not happen. George says he can't understand why someone would think of doing such an injustice to him. As he says, he is on good terms with everyone, hence he cannot point a finger at anyone. George says to do the repairs will cost him thousands of dollars.
Even though the person that do it and I get to know, they will have to compensate because right now money to come easy. You have to go and work for what you have. Everything that you have to do on the bus, you have to spend for it. And things is very expensive. A gallon of paint is over $500 and something for a gallon of paint. Yeah, if you have to go to buy the potty to put on it again, is another set of money. Again, the mechanic work is a set of money. To go and buy a window, to buy a mirror. As far as I understand, mirror is maybe over $1,000 and something.
He wants government to consider opening a road for the people in his area. He says because of this inconvenience, he had to resort to parking his bus on the roadside away from his home. Christelina John, GBN News.
The government negotiating team is seemingly working towards ensuring that the Prime Minister's promise for teachers receiving their money before the new school year becomes a reality. We get details in this report.
Following the statement by Prime Minister Dr. Kit Mitchell last month that they are working speedily towards a resolution, the government negotiating team and the Grenada Union of Teachers have reached a consensus. Prime Minister Mitchell had expressed his desire for a resolution to the 4% payment before September. In the Grenada Union of Teachers update to its members on the ongoing dispute, which is currently in mediation, it was announced that negotiations have taken a step forward. According to GUT's release on Wednesday, during mediation talks, both parties have agreed in principle that the 4% increase will be reflected in their monthly salary as of the end of August 2021. GUT had initially rejected the GNT's proposal for the payments via bonds, noting that teachers requested the retroactive payment in cash. GUT also submitted a retroactive payment proposal that outlined payment of cash within this fiscal period, which is to be taken to Cabinet on Monday. A meeting is scheduled for Friday, 25th June. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
This is news at 7. Coming up, Grenada's Prime Minister assumes chairmanship of OECS, and students at the Holy Cross RC School host a special Career Day. Stay with us.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Drop by any one of our 8 locations today. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Now is the time to treat yourself to a new Samsung A7 tablet for free. You heard me, free. Simply add your postpaid mobile plan to your new or existing all-in or all-in plus bundle and get a free Samsung A7 tablet. Now that's a real treat. So sign up today and add your postpaid plan to your home services to get your free tablet. Visit discoverflow.co for more information. Terms and conditions apply.
If it's tech, we got it. If it's an appliance, we've got that too. Dad, if you want it, you should get it this Father's Day at Quartz. Quartz has unbeatable prices, up to 30% off selected products. So whatever you want, you should get it. Only at Quartz, bringing value home.
1, 2, 3. Happy Father's Day!
Sunday, June 20th. Get ready for a special Father's Day edition of YT Virtual Bingo. We're giving away a whole lot of money, up to $10,000 to be won. And tickets cost just $8. 5 lucky fathers will win a special cash prize. You know the deal. If you're in Grenada, tickets are available at gotofet.com or from numerous box offices island-wide. If you're overseas, tickets are only available at gotofet.com. So get your tickets now and enjoy all the fun and excitement online. Sunday, June 20th. Get ready for a special Father's Day edition of YT Virtual Bingo. The new way to play bingo.
The safety and security of your information is always important to us. Ariza now offers chip cards, also known as EMV cards, which provide enhanced security for your purchases and are globally accepted. The new Ariza Credit Union Visa International Debit Card continues to have the traditional magnetic stripe with the additional security feature of a chip and can now be used at both chip and traditional magnetic stripe terminals. For your added protection, always keep your PIN private and store your chip card safely in a RFID pouch. Visit arizacu.com to learn more on how to protect your account information. Ariza Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future.
Open borders with the right precautions will keep us safe and lead us to the successful rejuvenation of our tourist industry. Because when we come together as a country, we all win.
I did it for my co-workers.
I did it for my granny.
What's up? I did it for my neighbor.
I did it for my business.
Help us help Grenada.
I did it for myself and my family. Get vaccinated.
Together, we can defeat COVID-19. Get vaccinated.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Drop by any one of our 8 locations today. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Welcome back. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell has been appointed chairman of the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States Authority. Details in this report.
The announcement came during the 70th meeting of the OECS Authority and the 40th anniversary of the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States on Friday. Before this appointment, Prime Minister Mitchell served as chairman of the OECS from May 2000 to January 2002, making him one of the longest-serving chairmen. During his remarks, Dr. Mitchell says the outgoing chairman used his vast experience to steer the course during the pandemic.
As I received the baton from my dear colleague Roosevelt, his thoughts and the road traveled during this challenging time will guide my navigation of the threats that continue to plague our present path. Although the road ahead is only slightly less cloudy today than it was yesterday, the dangers persist and the challenges will be far greater. Building back, therefore, is very different from fixing up quickly, and history will never be kind to us if we choose the easy road rather than the heavy load.
Dr. Mitchell says strategizing is a must, as the Director General, Dr. Didicus Jules, indicated, with a longer view that provides a better fix on our destination, while also considering the various options and being guided by the principles enshrined in the revised Treaty of Bastille. Therefore, should be our North Star in the next year. It is simply to accelerate the process of regional integration to create a better quality of life for the people of the OECS, Dr. Mitchell says. The 5 key priorities for this leg of his journey, the incoming chairman highlighted.
Accelerating regional integration. We must pick up the pace of this relay. And as we round up this dangerous curve, we must recognize that our integration marathon is not simply about endurance, but also the speed. 2, reinventing the economy. 3, valuing our environment. 4, building resilience. And 5, enabling equity and inclusion. The last 4 represent a matrix foundation which must be constructed as essential to the regional integration project.
The Organization of Eastern Caribbean States, established 40 years ago, is celebrated on this date, June 18th. Christina John.
Getting students to set goals for their future was the main agenda behind the Holy Cross RC School's Career Day on Thursday. GBN ventured to Munich and St. Andrew to see what the future plans of the students entail.
My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do for you.
That was the only little astronaut present at the Holy Cross Roman Catholic School Career Day held on Thursday. The day featured a variety of career choices a little different from the norm. Doctors, nurses, plumbers, sports officials and more showed up to the school to participate in the event. Tessa Francis, one of the organizers on the committee which coordinated the event, said the main reason for the Career Day was to broaden the scope of career opportunities for the students at the school.
The main reason we decided to have a Career Day was to get our students to become educated and exposed to different fields that they can embark on in the future. We know they're used to the traditional careers like doctors, nurses, but we wanted to broaden their knowledge and let them know that there are other things that they can do. We also wanted to get our students to set goals. Choosing a career now is a long-term goal. We wanted them to know also that when you set a goal, you have to work hard and you have to be persistent in the pursuit of your goal.
She said members of the community in specific career fields were keen to get on board with the school to make the day a possibility.
Well, it wasn't that hard. We're very grateful because we would have invited them and without any hesitation, they responded. Most of the persons that we invited are here today.
Many of the students were eager to share their future occupations.
Tell us what you are today. Astronaut.
And tell us what you do astronauts.
They can read the moon, can walk fast on the moon,
Okay, where did you learn about astronauts?
I watch it on the tablets. My name is Dira Smart, and I am in grade 2 SSU because I want to help people. They help people and they solve cases. My name is Moisha Pascal. I want to be a police officer because I love helping people. I want to help people survive, and if they're sick, I can help them.
This little lad had something a bit different in mind to the others. He reacted to a lack of interest in his field.
My name is Steven Eccles. I just like as a farmer.
Why do you want to be a farmer?
To plant my own crop and rear my own animals. Because my father is a farmer. Sad.
Why?
Because only 2 farmers alone.
Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
Father's Day is almost here. On this special day, various individuals take some time to honor the father figures in their lives. Training reporter Krista Campbell tells us more.
Father's Day is right around the corner. What are you giving your dad on this special day? An American artist with Grenadian roots, Daniel John, gave his dad an early present. His gift, Hello Dad, is dedicated to Roland John, his father. Take a listen.
Hello Dad, how you doing? As I grow, I start to realize what you've been through. I want to thank you for all that you've done, and I'm really proud to say that I'm your son. Hello Dad, hello Dad, yeah.
Hello Dad represents the appreciation and love between father and son. Mr. John told the GBN more about his single.
So, Hello Dad was the very first song I created. And what I tried to do was really try to, I guess, create an image that somebody can see to where they took the perspective away from all the negative stigmas that they usually place on fathers. Like, I know a lot of times when you think of fathers in certain places, especially like Black fatherhood, a lot of people try to correlate them with deadbeats, like people who aren't there for their children. And I know for a fact, me growing up personally and through relationships with my friends and their parents, I've known that, there's a lot of good fathers out there that are taking care of their children and making sure that they start off with a good foundation and making the sacrifices necessary for their children to be successful.
Although this musical piece is Daniel's gift to his father, he wants all fathers to know.
Keep on doing what you're doing, and you are noticed, and keep on practicing positive masculinity and showing that around the world. And, help others, help other generations, the new generation, show what it means to be a man, and all the aspects of it.
Hello Dad, I'm really proud to say that I'm a son. Hello son, yeah Dad, I'm really proud to say that you're my son. Thanks Dad, I love you. I love you too, son.
Krista Campbell, trainee reporter, GBN News.
And now we turn our attention to what has been creating a buzz on social media. Let's take a look around the platform.
This is Social Buzz, where we shine a light on the thoughts and concerns of our online audience. Thursday marked day 3 of the lockout of unvaccinated workers who have been debarred from entry onto the St. George's University compound. Tonight, we listen to the thoughts and opinions of our online and listening audience as they share which side they support.
Based on the UN Convention Grenada signed in 1991, the ICCPR Article 7, no one shall be subjected without his consent to medical or scientific experimentation. What SGU is doing violates the civil rights of Grenadians, and Grenada can be sanctioned for that behavior. SGU, I think they are on a power play. This could have been handled differently. They also need to operate by the terms and conditions of the original contract unless the workers agree to a new contract.
I'm on the workers' side because if you have your right to say you don't want to take the vaccine, you have your reasons because you don't want to take it. Now, no one should be forced to take vaccine if they want to take the vaccine.
Government needs to stand up for its people like how Barbados government is standing up for theirs. SGU cannot pick up their building and go elsewhere, not at this stage. There has to be freedom of choice. People have their reasons for not getting vaccinated, and some could be medical or religious. That must be respected and exempted.
Workers' side, let them stand firm.
It's your right not to get vaccinated. It's the institution's right to protect thousands of foreign and locals and the image of the institution, most of whom are coming from high-risk areas. You make your choice, live with it.
I am neither on the side of quote-unquote SGU, nor on the side of a group of workers employed with such a company. But I am on the side of Grenada and its future. And therefore I want to urge my people to look beyond. This thing has only started because SGU wish to start back their activities, and it starts there, but it will reach to the point that all the employers of this country will have to do same.
I am totally supporting the vaccination of all workers. Are we not seeing what's happening in the rest of the world?
Everyone have the right. So as soon as they made that announcement, they should add, if you don't want to take the vaccination, you can come in 2 weeks and collect your benefits. We pay you all your benefits. So from that, once I get my money, I know, well, I don't have to go to the job and I'm going to do what I want.
As I am with the people who work at SGU. SGU is very unpolite and ungrateful for the workers who were there long before the vaccine came out. I done work with SGU.
That's it for tonight's Social Buzz. If you would like to have your thoughts and concerns shared, be sure to comment on GBN's Facebook page.
From the thought process to the visual impact, it's time to take a peek through the GBN ISO lens.
A good eye captures all. GBN ISO is brought to you by ClearVision.
Life is beautiful if only you can see it. ClearVision Eye Center helps you do just that. We provide expert service, classy eyewear, and cutting-edge technology, all with a quality customer experience. See better, feel better, and look better. Meet us today at clearvisiongrenada.com or call 444-0055, WhatsApp 409-0055, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ClearVision Eye Center. Let's see life and the world with a clear vision.
Featured in tonight's I Saw are photographs submitted of a garbage truck turned over on its side at Willis and St. George. Also captured in the photographs is a burst pipe and damaged windscreen. These clues leave one to wonder what really happened. See anything interesting? Send us your photo or video submissions via WhatsApp on 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
Still ahead, opposition leader says getting 30,000 Grenadians vaccinated would be a milestone. This is News at 7.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, Daisy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service. Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy. Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex or give them a call, 440-1015 or 440-1016. Or check out their website, hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
Once upon a time, we shopped at Wonderland, then Neverland. But we're all grown up now and no longer believe in fairy tales. So now we just shop at Shoes R Us. At Shoes R Us, we stock the latest in shoes, tops, and jeans for the fashion-conscious lady. We also carry colognes and much, much more. And for the modern trendy male, we have the latest brand name shoes and sneakers, Converse, Reebok, Nike, K-Swiss, Puma, and much more. So check us out at our two convenient locations, Melville Street in St. George and Ben Jones Street in Granville. At Shoes R Us, we say, come shop with us.
Hey look, with them coconuts, rum lemon, passion fruit, sorrel, even the exotic spicy rum.
Ah, the flavored rums of Grenada Distillers Limited.
Class codes?
Yes, girl. They are all produced by the Grenada Distillers Limited in Woodlands. You know, all their rums are world-class and internationally acclaimed, winners of numerous gold medals.
I'll have the spicy rum and the
Grenada's #1 rum. We drink it on sport. Add a little flavor to your life.
Introducing Color by Sissons. 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 Color by Sissons.
Montreal, it's time to line virtually one more time. Gemma Rayburn Baines here for Spice Island Cultural Festival, a celebration of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martini. This summer's festival is a celebration of life with food, fashion, music, and culture. Join us online Saturday, July 10th, 3 p.m. on Facebook and YouTube at Spice Island Cultural Festival. Info, spiceislandculturalday.com.
Open borders with the...
I did it for my granny.
What's up? I did it for my neighbor.
I did it for my business.
Help us help Grenada.
I did it for myself and my family. Get vaccinated.
Together, we can defeat COVID-19. Get vaccinated.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Now is the time to treat yourself to a new Samsung A7 tablet for free. You heard me, free. Simply add your postpaid mobile plan to your new or existing all-in or all-in plus bundle and get a free Samsung A7 tablet. Now that's a real treat. So sign up today and add your postpaid plan to your home services to get your free tablet. Visit discoverflow.co for more information. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back. Opposition leader Tobias Clement says government's plans to have 80,000 people vaccinated does not seem plausible. Clement believes at least 30,000 vaccinated individuals would be a milestone to celebrate.
My question, though, finally, is what is the expectation of government? I'm looking at Grenada with 100,000 people. Are we expecting to get 70,000 people vaccinated? In how things operate in Grenada, I say that if we get between 25 or 30,000 people vaccinated, then we have done very well with our Grenadian people. So if we go on and procure 100,000 doses because we have 100,000 people, then that is not good science. If we procure doses for 50,000 people, I do not even think that is good science. Because where we are, 25 to 30,000 people would be a high mark, a very high mark, and I would say congratulations to Grenadian people when we get to that point.
The opposition leader added that he has already received his first dose of the vaccine and is scheduled to receive his second soon. As of Thursday, Grenada had 19,067 individuals receiving their first dose of the vaccine and 10,230 receiving their second. Health Minister Nicholas Steele has reiterated that the only vaccines that are available are those they have access to and have been approved by the World Health Organization. Steele said any new vaccines to be introduced after gaining access must be approved by WHO.
Vaccine is not approved by the World Health Organization, and therefore we cannot bring that vaccine here to Grenada until and if it is approved by the WHO. The best vaccine for somebody to take is the vaccine available. All of the vaccines, including the Cuban vaccine, will have to meet the same international standards that all of the vaccines currently approved have had to meet. And once they meet those standards, then and only then do we consider them.
Many have been calling for the Cuban vaccine. However, Minister Steele said the efficacy of that vaccine is still unknown.
We do not know whether it's 90% effective, 80% effective. We do not know what the side effects are from it, if any. We do not know what the risks are from it, if any. We do know what the risks are and what the side effects, possible side effects, and how minor they are for those vaccines that are approved. So I think we need to be cautious on that and make sure that we're not just simply saying that the vaccine I'm contemplating is the vaccine that we don't have, simply because it's the one we don't have.
As the island of St. Vincent and the Grenadines try to recover from the effects of the last Affair volcano, Sedima officials says the experience of the island can be beneficial to Grenada and the rest of the Caribbean. We get more in this report.
The island of St. Vincent and the Grenadines had to deal with the effects of COVID-19, the hurricane season, and the eruption of La Soufrière all at once over the past 3 months, a situation that Grenada or any other Caribbean island could have been in. Superintendent Sylvan McIntyre, member of the CARICOM Operational Support Team and official of Sedima, says that Grenada can learn from the experience of neighboring St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
I'm looking to see how Grenada will capitalize on this opportunity, not just in response, but even our relief management. How do we supply relief to people that is unbiased, that is not negatively politically influenced? All of these things are something that, they're coming in crises and so forth, and how we can, I use this word, how can we be able to what you call culturally develop our politicians to understand the technical area of disaster risk reduction and how their input could benefit or how it can affect the response systems in crisis.
The officer, who spent 3 months on the island, spoke of the outpour of support from the neighboring islands. He also spoke of how the Caribbean can benefit from the experience through Sedima and the other disaster operational organizations. McIntyre gave an outline of some of the challenges faced by the disaster response organization.
We were able to implement things that for the first time have happened in the Caribbean. The Sedima logistics system. It is one of the longest time that any individual has been deployed in a disaster condition in the Caribbean, and this is when I had to have stayed almost 3 months in St. Vincent assisting in an effort. It is the first time that we've had to be working within a pandemic where response and deployment was restricted or directed or impacted by the existence of COVID-19. So there were quite a number of challenges that we had to maneuver. So Grenada is not the only one that will benefit from this effort.
The superintendent within the Royal Grenada Police Force was speaking on GBN's To The Point program on Monday. For GBN News, I am Rena Pett Thomas reporting.
Stay with us. Sports is up next.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
for your education,
for your financial freedom,
for that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today. Trends come and go, but jewelry is forever in style. Give a gift that lasts a lifetime. Diamond Intercontinental have diamond jewelry, gold and silver jewelries, engagement rings, wedding bands, chains, bracelets, and so much more. They also carry brands such as Anne Klein and Guess. Why wait? Visit Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store at the Esplanade Mall. Call 440-231234. The number again, 232-1234.
Valley Pharmacy offers both wholesale and retail pharmaceutical and over-the-counter products. We have the most competitive and affordable prices. We are the agents for Vit Plus multivitamin for healthy everyday lifestyle and Sanatogen powder. Hills and Valley Pharmacy supplies the best quality, name brand clinical products such as Rescue Oil, Bio Oil, Neutrogena, Aveeno, and Clarisil. We offer the most convenient opening hours. Our telephone numbers are 435-6904 or 6903. Remember, at Hills and Valley Pharmacy, your health is our business. We care.
Now open, Hills & Valley Medicare Center, your one-stop for medical supplies, massage therapy, physiotherapy, and an in-house physician. At Hills & Valley, your health is our business.
Are you looking for quality herbs and herbal supplements, or are you thinking about having a complete body cleanse to jumpstart your health? Then no need to look further. Visit Nirvana Natural Health Clinic, Detox Center, and Natural Health Store. We carry a wide range of herbal products for kidney and gallstone cleansing, male sexual enhancement formulas, asthma and sinusitis, gas and bloating, acid reflux, constipation, arthritis, imbalanced hormones, female health issues, liver cleansing, weight loss, and so much more. Also available, colonic irrigation, holistic health consultations, essential oils, and diffusers. Look out for our online natural health store coming soon. Call 231-6642 for 18-7115 or 449-7753 to find out about our delivery options or to book an appointment. Visit us at Belmont St. George's, close to the Fallage, Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic. Detox your way to health.
Keeping an eye on the weather, this is GBN. We've got you covered.
Good evening, sporting fans. Barring the existence of a first-class training facility in Grenada, combined events coach Paul Phillips says the reason he has been able to produce quality throwers boils down to passion. Highlighting the journey to his current level, Coach Phillips says it is his passion for coaching and the sport has brought him thus far.
It's only passion that would take a person persisting over 20 odd years to be able to get to produce athletes at that level. There was a time when we had a few, I wouldn't say weights, a few pieces of iron in Lassages, right? and we built some boxes for jumping off of pieces of scrap wood that we got around, and there was a few javelins that we had that the cords and thing were falling out, and we got tape and we taped them, and you had to put them over your knee and bend them and put them back in straight when they fell and they were all twisted.
He notes being a coach also includes the motivational aspect, and over the years he has invested heavily in gaining knowledge.
The passion that I have for success in track and field in particular, in the throws, is what enabled me to dip my hand in my pocket, buy and invest in reading material that I could get to study, from nutrition to strength and conditioning books and videos and all kinds of resources. I would spend my last dollar on to make sure that I get the knowledge necessary to be able to get the edge so that I can give over to the athletes.
Coach Phillips says inspiring athletes with the knowledge of their background to get an education or develop themselves is what drives him and his athletes. All games scheduled for Thursday in Grenada Netball Association organized Grenada Netball Jamboree was postponed due to bad weather conditions. Matches scheduled for Saturday are SJS St. George's B against Sprang's QPR B on Court 1 from 5:15 p.m., while Sprang's QPR A take on Top Strikers A from 6:30 p.m. A small number of fully vaccinated cricket fans in St. Lucia have been given the chance to see West Indies take on South Africa following the request from the government of St. Lucia to explore the opportunity to have fans at the game. The relevant authorities will allow entry of a maximum of 400 fans per day to the second Betway Test match at the Darren Sammy Cricket Ground, which started on Friday. The key requirement for fans to attend is that each fan requesting a ticket must be fully vaccinated with the second dose of the COVID-19 vaccine having been administered on or before June 4th. Admission will be free on presentation and validation of personal vaccination documentation and a photo ID. It is the first time since the COVID-19 pandemic that fans will be admitted to see the West Indies team in action on home soil. The Board of Control for Cricket Indian and Cricket West Indies have come to an agreement that both the Indian Premier League and the Caribbean Premier League can take place without one overlapping the other. The organizers of the CPL have acceded to a request of the BCCI and advanced the dates of the CPL so that the IPL schedule can be squeezed into the limited window available after September 14th, when the Indian team will be free from the England tour. CPL will now take place from August 25th to September 15th, enabling the IPL to restart the unfinished league around September 18th or 19th. That's it for sports. Original segment is up next. This is your One Caribbean hookup. St. Kitts and Nevis has recorded its first COVID-19 related death. On Tuesday, the Twin Island Federation declared a state of emergency until July 6th as it wrestles with an increase in coronavirus cases in recent days. Minister of Health Akila Byron Nesbitt made the announcement of the death during a press conference held Thursday.
We received word that the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis has recorded its first death as a result of COVID-19. We wish to extend condolences to the family and loved ones of the dearly departed. We have repeatedly said that we are not immune to the ravages of COVID-19, including severe disease and death.
With the island recording 28 additional cases within the previous 12 hours, she urged citizens to get vaccinated.
The vaccine prevents us from getting seriously ill and dying from COVID-19. While we mourn the loss of our first citizen, my trust is that this will serve as a wake-up call for all.
Meanwhile, the parish of St. Andrew was hard hit by a severe weather event that hit Barbados in the wee hours of Thursday morning, with houses either collapsing or losing their roofs. Speaking during an emergency update, Prime Minister Mia Mottley revealed that government will be assisting those impacted.
We had winds as high as 43, 45 kilometers, and clearly those houses where the roofs have not been fully strapped down would therefore have been the most vulnerable, and as I indicated earlier, those on cliff edges without anything to protect them. We will continue to work with the residents and the persons who have been affected. We know that people are still calling in, believe you me, into the DEM. I'm talking about houses, but I can't even begin to paint the picture of the loss of beds, the loss of couches, the loss of everything that people have. And to that extent, therefore, our heart continues to go out to them. But more importantly, I say to them again, having told many of them already myself, you shall not walk alone.
Internationally, the United States has created a new national holiday to mark the end of slavery in the nation. President Joe Biden has signed a bill into law to commemorate what has become known as Juneteenth. Al Jazeera's Alan Fisher has more from Washington, D.C.
We are gathered here in a house built by enslaved people.
In a ceremony at the White House, it became official. The day slavery ended in America is now a national holiday. June 19, 1865 was the day Union troops freed the last slaves in Texas, 2 years after President Lincoln's Emancipation Proclamation, a day that has become known as Juneteenth.
This is a day of profound, in my view, profound weight and profound power. A day in which we remember the moral stain, the terrible toll that slavery took on the country and continues to take.
It's the first national holiday approved since the 1980s. For some, it's something, but doesn't address real issues of today.
It avoids one of the major issues, and that is the human rights of African Americans.
People across the country took to the streets in the past year, advocating for racial equality, demanding urgent reforms to the justice system. In recent months, many states have passed new voting laws, which activists have claimed make it more difficult for people of colour to vote. And there's growing calls for some form of reparations for slavery itself, for the generations which have suffered the consequences. But for the protesters, they now have a national holiday.
Black people want their full citizenship to be recognized, not to be infringed upon. And while there's so many efforts to do so, some of the same senators who are trying to take away voting rights won't pass police reform and won't do many other things, trying to change education, are the same people who said, yeah, but we'll give you a symbolic holiday and you should be happy.
Joe Biden says this is a big deal. Currently, there are discussions underway on Capitol Hill about justice reform. Senators are coming under pressure to do more to protect voting rights across the country. All, say many Biden supporters, much more important than approving a federal holiday. Alan Fisher, Al Jazeera, at the White House.
That's it for your One Caribbean Hookup. I'm Trellona Charles. Thank you for joining us. And now to recap tonight's headlines. A 43-year-old farmer of Hopeville, St. George, discovered hanging. Lawyer for Ambassador Warren Newfield, confident of strong case against the government of Grenada as the relationship between the investor and the government sours. Guav bus driver says his livelihood is at risk after his vehicle was vandalized. For GBN's entertainment tonight, we featured an American artist with Grenadian roots delivering an early Father's Day gift. In our One Caribbean Hookup, St. Kitts and Nevis records first COVID-19 related death. Brick storm destroys houses in Barbados, and the United States creates new national holiday to mark the end of slavery. And in sports, coach Paul Phillip credits passion for the success he has achieved with his athletes. If you missed any part of this newscast, the repeat of it will be broadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online at www.gbn.gd or on GBN Television Facebook page and YouTube channel for these and other top stories. I'm Trellona Charles. That's the news. We'll see you again. Good night.